going to suggest that we take our pillows, hopefully you guys have your pillows, and put one almost to the top of your mat. We want to land so that our head is above our pillows. So this pillow is landing right at the bra line. Sorry if you're a guy and you don't wear a bra, or a girl. Good for you. And then if you can just take this other pillow and set it up underneath your knees. Awesome. That's going to be nice and cozy. And then just as you settle in, let your shoulders come down to the mat above this pillow so that you're in a heart opener. So there's a little bit of a back bend. So just kind of notice how it feels on your back. Everybody's pillows are a little bit different. These are pretty comfy. And so just let your arms relax down, let your shoulders draw down, and let your eyes close. And just settle in here. You know the drill. Notice. Notice what you have brought to your mat this evening. Notice your normal breath. Notice the thoughts that might be creeping into your mind, and just give them a pass. Allow them to just rest with the body. And notice what's on your heart tonight, how you're feeling, and just maybe allowing whatever that is to bubble up and into a word or an image. And one thing about this home practice that's really nice and sweet is you really have the privacy to just make this practice your own, make it real. It's about you. So if during this practice emotions bubble up and you start feeling a little intensity as we begin to move the body, sometimes we're moving trapped feelings or emotions or even little traumas out of the body. They rise to the surface. If tears fall, just let it happen. Let her rip. That's the beauty of this practice, and having it in the privacy of your own home affords you the luxury to really get real, to really be you. We don't have anybody else to, stay all happy and peppy and pretty for. We can just be ourselves. So, that rant is over. Begin to notice the sounds in the distance and the sounds that are closer into your private yoga space. Acknowledge those sounds. And then bring your awareness to the temperature of the air. And notice the temperature of the air. Perhaps there's a breeze on the parts of the body that are not wearing clothes. Those exposed parts of the body. Just feel that sensation of air. And settle in a little bit more. Maybe melt your shoulders down a little bit more. Wiggle your toes and fingers. And just make yourself a little bit more comfortable. And notice any other sensations, physical, anything in the body that is speaking to you tonight. Just let it be there. And then we'll begin to deepen our breath. So soften the belly and invite in a nice deep inhalation, filling up. And then exhale through the nose, slowly letting all of that air just release. The belly descends down toward the spine. Good. When you're ready, inhale again, filling up belly, ribs, and heart space. And exhaling from top all the way down to the belly. Again, filling up completely. Bringing that air up to the tops of the lungs. And then letting it go, releasing it. Good. Take a couple more, really settle in. Slowing down here. Getting real. Take a few more breaths here. Just find your rhythm. One of my favorite children's stories is The Velveteen Rabbit. And since I've gotten away from our bedtime stories, I thought I'd share this passage that is special to me. "Real isn't how you are made," said the skin horse. "It's a thing that happens to you. When a child loves you for a long, long time, not just to play with, but really loves you. Then you become real." "Does it hurt?" asked the rabbit. "Sometimes," said the skin horse, for he was always truthful. "When you are real, you don't mind being hurt." "Does it happen all at once, like being wound up?" he asked, "or bit by bit?" "It doesn't happen all at once," said the skin horse. "You become. It takes a long time. That's why it doesn't happen often to people who break easily, or who have sharp edges, or have to be carefully kept. And generally, by the time you are real, most of your hair has been loved off, and your eyes drop out, and you get loose in the joints, and very shabby. But these things don't matter at all, because once you are real, you can't be ugly, except to people who don't understand." Okay, my real peeps, reach your arms overhead, get real long. Take a full breath in, and then draw one knee into the chest and then the other, and slide that one pillow off to the side. And then roll to the side and gently remove the other pillow and come all the way down to your back. And just feel the effects of that heart opener. And notice. And when you're ready, we're going to point our toes, reach our arms way overhead again. Take a big breath in, fill up. And then exhale, draw your hands down into goddess pose, bending the elbows. And draw that right knee out to the side, opening up that right hip, bringing that right foot to the inside of the left leg. So we're in supine tree pose. And once you get there, let's go ahead and flex that left foot, toes toward the ceiling, engaging that left leg. Take a big breath in, and then extend your arms overhead. And then as you exhale, draw your arms back. And give yourself a little squeeze of the shoulder blades, even though they're beneath you. Inhale, send those arms back up overhead so the tops of the hands are on the floor, the palms are facing up. And exhale, come back to goddess pose. Last one, inhale, reach up, get long. And exhale, draw those shoulder blades together on your back and bring your elbows down, coming into goddess pose. Excellent. Release that, draw that right knee up, take a big hug in. Take some ankle circles on the right leg. And go both directions. Good. And then slide that right leg out long. And we'll take this left knee in. Just notice that lower back. And then gently open it up. Come into your tree pose on this side. So just a little precursor, a little teaser for what comes later. Inhale and extend your arms way overhead, get long. And then exhale, come into goddess pose. Good. Inhale, reach up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you exhale and come into goddess pose again. Good. Third time, inhale, reach up. Get long. And exhale, draw the elbows down, coming into goddess pose. Good. I forgot to mention to flex that right foot, so let's go ahead and do that now. Draw your right toes towards you and feel that. And then reach down with your left hand, draw that left knee up into your chest. And then exhale, let it go, reach it out. Good. Take some ankle circles here. Go both directions. Take some wrist circles here. Go both directions. And then hug both knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. And then we're gonna end up seated. So you can certainly roll to one side and come to a seat. Oh, I see we have some messages in the chat box. I'll check in with that. But if you're ready, you can start to play as I come up just by gently rocking forward and back on your spine. Don't rock on your mic pack. And then eventually come up to a comfortable seat. So I'm going to take my blanket. You can use whatever props make you the happiest, and just tuck it underneath your bum and sit up on the edge of that. Come to a comfortable seat. I'd like to do a little pranayama practice, because we can. I just noticed my pants match my yoga mat. I didn't do that on purpose, but that's kind of cool. So we're going to bring our hands up to our shoulders. Now, if you have any shoulder injuries and this just doesn't work, you can always keep them down to your sides or let them rest in your lap. We're going to take a twist to the right, and we're going to inhale. And then we're going to take a twist to the left and exhale. And all of the breath work is done through the nostrils. And it's going to get kind of fast, but you can go at your own pace. And we're going to have 3 rounds, and we'll just see how it goes. So just follow me. You can do this. But you can let your eyes close and notice your shoulders. See if you can drop them down away from your ears. And here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You're doing great. Keep going. About 10 more. And just let your hands rest on your lap, palms face up, and let your eyes stay closed, and just breathe normally here. So that was round one. Just notice how you feel. If you're starting to be dizzy, just stop, pause, take some deep breaths, and reset. And maybe you were going a little too fast this time. Maybe next time you'll slow down a little bit. And if I wasn't going fast enough, you want to try a little bit faster, find your own pace. This is a heart chakra pranayama practice. And we're really twisting from the waist, if you hadn't noticed. So let's try it again. When you're ready, place your hands on your shoulders. Your elbows can come down if that doesn't work for you. Try to keep them up. When you're ready, close your eyes. We'll inhale right and exhale left. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Nobody's watching you. Make it real. It's your practice. Keep going. Just a little bit more in this round. Inhale, exhale. And pause. Let your hands release back down to your legs. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your eyes closed and breathe normally. Notice how you feel here. Now, if this isn't working for you, if you're feeling lightheaded or this is just not going to work for you and you want to sit out this next round, feel free to just sit in meditation. And if you're ready, round 3, here we go. Assume the position, close your eyes. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just a little bit more, you're doing great. Three, 2, and 1. And slowly release your hand. Sit up nice and tall. Keep your eyes closed, your face soft, and breathe normally. Beautiful. Just notice how you feel. Let's take an inhale and draw the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, draw them back and down. Another one, inhale, lift them up and draw them back. Again, up and round them back. Good. And when you're ready, reach your fingertips out and inhale, lean to your right. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale, lean to your left. Good. Inhale and reach up and take your palms together, draw them down to your chest, let your chin come down to your heart. And just pause, maybe send out a prayer to someone who could use it or create an intention for your practice tonight. Maybe it's a dedication to someone. Maybe it's a dedication to your self-care. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to take some seated cat-cows here. We're going to round the shoulders, and we're going to take our chin to our chest. So we get that stretch in the back of the neck. Shoulders are coming forward, belly's drawing into the spine, and we're leaning back. And on the inhale, shine forward. Inhale, draw those shoulders back, lift your gaze. So we're getting a neck stretch, a throat chakra stretch. And exhale, round. Move slowly with your breath. We're slowing down again. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, round. Inhale, shine. And exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, shine. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And exhale, round. Good. Bring yourself up. Let your chin be parallel with the floor, so you have a nice tall posture. And then with your shoulders all nice and stretched out, let them draw down away from the ears and back. Sitting up nice and tall, finding that nice tall posture. Let's take a twist now. We've already done some twisting, so see if your left hand just comes naturally to the outside of your right leg, and then just twist over that right shoulder. Don't mind me. I started out mirroring you, and now I've ruined it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sit up nice and tall. If you've lost it a little bit, twist from that left rib. Breathe here. Be here for one more round of breath. And on your next exhalation, unwind, letting the neck unwind gently. And when you're ready, we'll take that right hand to the left leg. The left hand goes back behind. Sit up nice and tall again. I've said that many times. I'll stop. Inhale and exhale. Take your twist. Twisting from the right rib cage this time. Notice how the breath feels in this twist. Maybe we made a little more space with that detoxifying pranayama practice that we tried. One more breath in and slowly exhale. Unwind yourself and let your feet release to the floor. Look down at your feet, give them a nice little pat, pink them up, thank them for being your friend. Thank you for being a friend. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up to our tabletop. We're going to get a nice stretch of our shoulders because we will be working our way through goddess pose several times, in and out of goddess. So take your knees onto your blankie and let the tops of your feet rest on the mat. And spread your fingers nice and wide. And then commit to this joint, pressing with your joints of your fingers, especially the thumb and the forefinger, pressing into the mat, giving a little assistance to the wrist here. And then wag your tail, Sophie shake. And inhale, drop your belly. Let's take some regular cat-cows here. See how this feels. Lift your tailbone, lift your gaze, and exhale, round into that Halloween cat pose. Inhale through cow, and exhale through cat, pressing the mat away. Again, inhale, and exhale. Let's take a few more here, just moving with your own breath. Good. Come back to table. A stable table. And as you're ready, we'll take some hip circles here. Let's take those hips back on your exhale and inhale, come forward. Exhale, taking those hips back to the heels. And inhale, round them forward, just making that circle going in whatever direction was intuitively the first one for you. And then we'll switch directions, inhaling forward and exhaling backwards. Yeah, get those hips nice and stretched out. And then let's take a figure 8. So make it funky. Go, make that infinity symbol with your body. Just going one way and then the other. Yeah, notice how that feels. Good. And then pause here. Just let your wrists come down to the mat. Sink your hips back. In a modified child's pose here, and point your palms up toward the ceiling and just open and close your wrists a few times, just bring some blood flow to those wrists. And you can take some wrist circles here and go the other direction. Good. Nice. And one more little sequence on our knees. So if your knees are starting to bother you, we will end up in downward facing dog, but you'll be there for a while. So if you can stay here and join us in this threading the needle, inhale that left arm up and exhale, send it through underneath that right arm. Inhale that right arm up. Maybe take some circles here. And exhale the right hand back down. Inhale, lifting that left arm, following it with your gaze. And exhale, send it down to the mat. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, thread it through. Bring that right temple to the mat. Inhale, left arm lifts. Hips stay square. Exhale, left hand comes back to the mat. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, lower it down. Let's take another one. Inhale, left arm. Thread it through on your exhale. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, press into the mat, right hand. Left arm lifts. And exhale it down. Second side, right arm. Thread it through. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, press into the mat. Inhale, right arm. And exhale, set it down. Good. Take your knees as wide as you can. Let your big toes touch and send yourself back into an extended child's pose, letting your forehead come down toward the mat or a blanket or a pillow. And then reach your arms forward, send them way forward, and breathe here. And take 3 breaths here, seeing if we can sink our bellies down toward the mat and reach our fingertips way forward. Second breath, let it go. Take that third breath, filling up the entire back body from lower back all the way up to that cervical spine. Reaching all the way up, sending the breath all the way up to the crown of the head, the tip top of the head. And then let it go. Slowly walk your hands back. Coming back through table. Just place your hands a little bit forward of where they were. Tuck your toes. And go ahead, lift your hips. Let's come up into that inverted V shape. Downward facing dog, the famous dog. Everybody's favorite yoga pose, maybe? Kids love this pose. So when you're ready, walk out your dog, bending one knee and then the other. Maybe look under your left shoulder, and then look under your right shoulder. Let's get real. Take a whiff. Why not? And then find stillness. Press those heels toward the floor. Lift those hips a little bit higher, keeping pressing into those fingertips, those joints. Good. One more breath in. And as you exhale, remove your blanket and then take a walk to the front of your mat. Place your hips about hip width. Place your feet about hip width apart. And then find a forward fold. Now a generous bend of your knees if you're feeling stress in the lower back. And take a hold of your elbows. And just let your head relax toward the floor. Shaking it yes. Shaking it no. Good. One more breath here. Maybe bending one knee and then the other. Maybe even rocking from side to side. And then release your fingertips forward and slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. When you get there, reach up. And let your fingertips come into prayer. Let me start over. Let your hands come together in prayer above your head and then draw them right down the center of your body, right into your heart space. And draw your shoulders back and down. And just pause here. Let your eyes close. Breathing in, feeling the chest, pressing into your thumbs, and breathing out. And then release your hands, come into mountain pose. And lift and spread your toes, and then lower them down to the floor. Let your palms face forward so you have a nice open chest, open heart. Breathe in, reach up, look up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, make that half table, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold again. Starting to stretch out those hamstrings. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, root to rise, reaching up, looking up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Let's get real here. We're slowing down a lot. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. It's hard. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So we might as well practice. Inhale, root to rise, reaching up, looking up. And bring your hands to heart center. You are doing marvelously. So good, so good, so good. Come into mountain pose. Find your mountain. And just notice where your chin is. Are you wanting to bring it forward? See if you can tuck it back in so it's parallelish with the floor. And smile. Take a big breath in. Notice how your shoulders draw back. And then as you're ready, we're going to take our arms up and then sink down into goddess pose. Goddess pose. Yes, but also chair pose. Goddess pose with a splash of chair. So draw your elbows out as much as you can, palms face forward. Notice if your chin is jutting forward, because mine was. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and sink down a little bit deeper. This is awkward. Awkward, awkward. But we can handle awkward, right? One more breath in. And as you exhale, we're just going to dive forward like we're diving into a pool, coming into that forward fold. Inhale to our half, we lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, root to rise. Ooh, I hit my flowers. Reach up, look up. And then exhale, sink back down, chair with a splash of goddess. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. Yeah. Good. Sinking down, maybe a little bit lower. One more breath in. Exhale it out and dive forward. Find that forward fold. Good. We're going to add on here. When you're ready, inhale, root to rise, reach up, look up. Come up on your tippy toes, and then sink down into goddess chair. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come up on your tippy toes, balancing. And then exhale, sink down, chair pose. Good job. When you're ready, slowly dive forward, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching up, coming up on your toes one more time, finding that balance, maybe looking up if you've got it. And then exhale, sink back down, goddess chair. You've got it, goddess. And bring your weight into your right foot. Take that left foot and cross it over the right. Good. And then take that right arm, cross it over the left. We'll come right into our eagle pose. Good. So this, the foot that's on top, the leg that's on top can tuck behind the other one, or toes can be on the floor. And just find your balance here as much as possible. Look at something that's not moving, preferably not me. And find your breath. So stretching the backs of the shoulders, the upper back. Squeezing your arms and legs together for one more round of breath. And on your exhale, let it go. Reach up, come bringing that left knee up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Good. Shake that baby out. Bring your feet hip width. Come into mountain pose. Just close your eyes for a moment. We'll breathe here. Notice how you're feeling. Did that get you all jangly? Did that make you want to punch a pillow? Maybe, maybe not. Do it. We're being real tonight. So when you're ready, we're gonna inhale, reach up and look up. Maybe lean back a little bit. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching up, looking up. And exhale, sink down into your chair pose. Bringing your goddess arms. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. Smiling, doing all the things that make you happy, bringing those shoulder blades a little closer to one another, drawing that chest nice and open. Take a big breath in. And then, let's see, we're going to take our weight to our left leg, wrap that right leg around. Yeah. And then take that left arm over top the right. Squeeze your arms together, squeeze your legs together. So in this eagle pose, one leg wraps and the other one doesn't. So both sides, each side is different. So just notice that. Maybe lift your elbows a little bit higher. Find your drishti. We'll be here for one more breath. Jumping right into our balance. Getting real. And exhale. Release. Let it go, shake it out. Oh, so good. Thank you for doing that with me. I really needed that. Bring your feet hip width. Let's travel a little bit more. Inhale, reach up, look up. Let your palms touch in prayer above your head. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. And just step back, coming into downward facing dog. Good. We've been here before, so find the dog, make it work. And when you're ready on your inhale, lift that right leg up high. Nice big breath in. Maybe take some ankle circles since we're here. Good. And when you're ready, exhale. Bring your nose to your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, bring that nose to the knee to the nose. And take that knee over to your left elbow. Good. Inhale, lift up again. And this time we're going to bring the nose to the knee to the nose. And instead of coming to the left elbow, we're just going to extend that right leg through and come into fallen triangle. So that back foot can spin to flat on the mat and lift that left arm up overhead. Breathe here. It's almost a side plank. So breathe. You're getting those obliques. You might be shaking a little bit. Enjoy. One more breath in and exhale. Take that left hand down. Lift the right arm up. Extend that leg and look forward. Step it forward. Big step forward. Find your lunge. Breathe here. And then reach up. Fingertips reaching toward the ceiling. Crescent lunge. Excellent. So right knee over right ankle. Fingertips reaching toward the sky. Finding that strength, that balance, and that stretch that you need this evening. Let's get real about what we all need. And here we go. We're going to lower those elbows, coming into goddess pose here, because we can. And see if you can challenge your balance. Lift your gaze. Squeeze your shoulder blades, palms facing forward. Shoulders down away from the ears. You got this. One more breath in. And exhale. Bring your hands back together, palms touching in prayer. And then take that left elbow to the outside of the right leg, coming into a twist here. You got it. I got it. Deep breath in, maybe open up. Or take a half bind. Embrace the wobble. When you're ready, bring your palms back to center and take your hands to frame your right foot and gently step that right foot back to meet the left and enjoy a downward facing dog. So if you hadn't committed to your downward facing dog last time, past, present, and future, it's such a mystery these days. Okay, so press your heels. Let's commit to this downward facing dog. Pressing your heels toward the floor and pressing the joints of the fingers into the floor. You've got this. Drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Feeling that upper back getting nice and activated here tonight. Getting strong. Deep breath in and lift that left leg up to the sky. Keep pressing that right heel toward the floor. Exhale, round. Draw that knee into your nose. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, round it towards your nose and then take it over toward that right elbow. Good. Inhale, lift it up again. You got it. And exhale, round, and then send it on through. Spin that back foot to flat. Come into a fallen triangle here. Opening up, lifting that right arm up, getting that left oblique. All excited. Keep your breath nice and slow and smooth. Good. One more breath. Maybe look up toward that arm. Stretch your neck. And exhale. Send that right hand back down. Send that left leg back up. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step forward. Coming into your crescent lunge here. Getting that nice long stretch. Sending that back leg to straightish. That's my favorite thing to say lately, straightish. Fingertips reaching toward the heavens, grounded into that left foot, and the right heel is lifted. Both toes facing forward. Good, nice deep breath here. And exhale, bringing yourself into your goddess pose, drawing those elbows out, palms facing forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together, maybe looking up, maybe leaning slightly back. Make it your own. One more breath here. And then exhale your hands to heart center and take your twist. So right elbow comes to the left leg, the outside of the left leg. and twist from your torso. Pressing those palms together or opening up, or possibly taking a half bind here. One more breath in. And then bring your hands back to center. And exhale, sending your hands to frame that left foot. We'll gracefully step back to downward facing dog. Good job. Take another breath here. And exhale it out. Good. Then when you're ready, we're going to walk or jump forward to the front of the mat. So take your pick. If you're a jumper, just jump forward. If you're a walker, meet us in forward fold. And once you get here, either take your peace fingers and reach for your big toes, draw your elbows out, or lift your feet and tuck your hands underneath your feet. And come into forward fold here a little deeper. Breathe here, settling that nervous system. And notice how some of those more challenging poses affected you. What did something bubble up? Can you be with that? Can you be just real with yourself? Who cares? Nobody's watching. It's the beauty of our home practice. That's it for me, everybody. Anybody there? One more breath in. And exhale, release your hands. Press into your feet. Slowly root to rise. Coming all the way up. Let's take one stretch to the left. So palms pressing toward the ceiling. Lean over to the left. And coming back up to center. And then lean to the right. Just release the back a little bit. Good. Coming back to center. And then shake it out. Bring yourself lengthwise on your mat. Take a nice big wide stance. Just as wide as feels right for you. Good. Inhale, reach up here. Let your palms touch. And then exhale, take your toes outward and sink down into a goddess squat. I told you there's a lot of goddess stuff going on here today. Powerful goddess. So as you sink down a little deeper, see if you can bring your thighs a little more outward. Good. One more breath in, and on your exhale, just take your right elbow down to your right knee. Inhale back up to center, and take your left elbow down to your left knee. We'll take two more, working with our breath, right? Just like we did in the beginning, only slower. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. When you're ready, take your palms to face forward. Go ahead, stand up. And then swan dive forward. Take your toes pointing forward and bring your fingertips down to the mat. Take a forward fold here. Big breath in, comes to halfway lift. Shoulders down away from the ears. And exhale, refold. See if you can get your hands about in line with your feet. Good. Nice big breath in. And exhale, come up to that halfway lift again, fingertips right in front. And then take that back foot, spin it to flat at an angle. Take the front foot and take it forward. We're going to rise up coming into warrior two from here. So sinking into that right knee, gazing out over those right fingertips, maybe looking back at your left arm, seeing if they're coming directly from your shoulders, and draw your shoulders down. Nice big breath in. And then reach up, straighten that leg, and lean back. Good. And then as you're ready, coming back through warrior two without bending your knee, we'll come right into triangle. So lift that left arm up, right arm down, open up. Big breath in, big breath out. Good. Slowly rising back up, coming, bringing your toes so they're pointing outward, reaching your arms up and squatting back down, finding that goddess pose on this side. Take your shoulder blades together on your back. Good. Counteracting all that forward slump asana that we do so much. Draw your legs way back as much as you can, stretching those inner thighs. Good. Maybe sink a little bit lower in your goddess. And when you're ready, slowly come up, reach your arms up, take your toes to face forward and swan dive forward, finding your forward fold here. And decide if you want to maybe bend one knee and then the other. And just stretching one leg and then the other. Good. And eventually we'll take that right foot and spin it to flat at an angle, and take that left foot, bring it toward the front of your mat, bending that left knee, rise up, warrior two on this side. Well, that was easy, sort of. Look out over those fingertips, maybe look back, check out your warrior. Take a nice big breath in, exhale it out, and then straighten that front leg, reverse that beautiful triangle shape. And then exhale, come into triangle. Left arm extends down, right arm up, nice big open chest. Pressing into the right side of that right foot equally as much as the left. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, just bend that left knee, bring your hands down to frame that left foot. We'll step back with the left foot. We'll come into plank or lower your knees to the floor. And if you're in plank, just rock forward and back a couple of times. And then eventually when you come forward, we're just going to lower down. So if you're on your knees, lower down just as slowly as you can, coming all the way down. And make a pillow with your hands and turn your head to one side. And just breathe here. Good. Rocking from side to side, letting yourself relax on the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. Good job. When you're ready, we'll take our forehead to the floor and then bring your arms back behind you and clasp your hands and draw the shoulders back. I'm going to take a locust here. So point your toes, get the tops of the feet on the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and when you're ready, we're going to lift up. Coming into your locust. Keeping a nice long neck, meaning your gaze is toward the floor. And breathe here. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Your legs can be squeezed together or apart. Maybe lift your chest just a little bit higher. And then on your exhale, slowly lower down. Make a pillow. Let it go. Nice. Really good. Good. When you're ready, forehead comes back to center. One more thing. We got this. We're going to just bend our knees, reach back for our ankles or our pant legs, whatever we can get a hold of, and just commit to squeezing your legs toward one another. Draw your shoulders back and away. And we'll come into Dhanurasana. Lifting the heels toward the sky. Shining the heart forward, keeping that gaze forward. Nice easy neck, nice easy face. Like, notice what's going on with your face. See if you can soften. Soften your breath. Lengthen it out. Lift up a little bit higher. We'll be here for one more breath. Squeeze a little more in the shoulders. You might feel this tomorrow. And then exhale, release, just turn your head, whatever side feels yummiest, and breathe. We got through that. When you're ready, bring your hands up on either side of your shoulders and just draw one knee up. And just let the lower back release. And breathe. Good job. Take another round of breath. Slow it down. Lower that right leg down. Turn your head in the other direction. Why not? Bring that left knee up toward the shoulder. And breathe. And releasing that leg back, bringing your forehead to the floor. Take your hands right outside your shoulders and just lift up, cobra pose. Come back through table, and we'll come into child's pose once again, but very slowly, just to counter that back bend series. Let your forehead rest on the floor. And breathe into that lower back. Good. One more big breath in. Nice, long, full exhalation. And then slowly peel your way up. And we'll come to our backs. Yay. The sun hasn't gone down quite yet. We're going to slowly lower down to our backs. Just notice how that feels. Snuggle your shoulders underneath you and just get really long. And just take a pause here and notice the parts of the back that are making contact with the floor. And you have that little curve in the lower back that's supposed to be there. Just notice that. Notice the curve in your ankle and the curve in your neck. And breathe in. Good. And when you're ready, take your right knee up into your chest and then extend that right leg long. I'm going to see if we can take a yogi toe hold here. Maybe you hold on to your toe, maybe you just hold on to your shin or your calf. And draw that knee towards you, keeping the head and shoulders on the floor. You can flex that foot. Good. Breathe in here. Breathe out. One more breath in. And then take a hold of that outside of that leg and just draw it across the body. Come into a twist here. It lands where it lands. You might put a pillow under that leg. And then see if you can snuggle your shoulders a little bit more on the floor. Maybe turn your gaze toward that extended arm. Breathe here. And close your eyes and just notice. One more round of breath here. And then just bend that knee, slowly draw it back in. Send it back up. Take a hold of it, the toe again, or hold on to it. Hold on to that leg. And we're just going to open it out to the right side and turn your gaze toward your left arm, which you will extend out toward the left. Let that left leg just rest on the floor. So not everybody has long enough arms to reach their toes, so a strap is nice here, or a towel. Just see if you can get a hold of something. And then we're ready. Come on back up. And just bend that knee gently, lower it to the floor, release it out. And just take a moment to pause, notice right side versus left. And then we'll give this left leg equal time. So hug that left knee in, send it up. Draw that leg towards you, relaxing as much as you can the shoulders and the back of the head on the mat. Good. One more breath in. And then yogi toe grip, or reach for the outside of that foot. Open up, send that leg across the body, pressing that heel forward, opening up, turning your gaze, and breathing here. And it lands where it lands, or doesn't land. You gotta be real about what our bodies will do. It's all good. We're here, right? Take one more breath in, and then slowly lift it back up. We'll take it to the outside, opening up. This really is great with a strap. I don't have a strap here. I have lots of straps at home, but I didn't bring them here. Breathe in, breathe out. And then draw that leg back up, extend it nice and long. Reach your arms overhead. Take some circles, ankles and wrists. And let's take one more juicy stretch. We'll hug our knees into our chest, send our heels, our feet up toward the ceiling. And reach to the outsides of those feet. Let's come into a happy, happy, happy baby. Come on. This is fun, right? Rock from side to side. Smile. And draw those feet in towards you. Releasing the back. Take one more breath in. And then gracefully extend your legs up while you tuck your two pillows underneath you, and then send your legs long over those legs. And then take your blanket, because we can, and just roll it up just a little bit, if you like, just about that much, and tuck it underneath that little crook of your neck, and let that be, if it's comfortable for you, just let it be extra support for you. And then bring your arms out wide. Let your palms face up. And here we are. That was quite a practice. Let's be real. And you guys did great. I think I did great too. It was not easy. But sometimes we need to kind of work it out, right? We've been dealing with some stuff. We needed to move some stuff out of the body. So now it's time to just get still. We don't have any more work to do. It's time to let go of any control of the breath and just be. So this is when stuff can bubble up, and we need to respect that. So as you get still here, just let yourself observe thoughts that come in. And just know that they're coming up to be released or to be attended to. Don't cling to each thought. Just let them be. This is a blessing for absence from John O'Donohue's to bless the space between us. May you know that absence is alive with hidden presence, that nothing is ever lost or forgotten. May the absences in your life grow full of eternal echo. May you sense around you the secret elsewhere where the presences that have left you dwell. May you be generous in your embrace of loss. May the sore well of grief turn into a seamless flow of presence. May your compassion reach out to the ones we never hear from. May you have the courage to speak for the excluded ones. May you become the gracious and passionate subject of your own life. May you not disrespect your mystery through brittle words or false belonging. May you be embraced by God, in whom dawn and twilight are one. May your longing inhabit its dreams within the great belonging. Allow your breath to deepen. And bring movements to fingers and toes. Turn your head from side to side gently. And it is your practice. If you would like to stay right where you are and continue in Shavasana, please. Be real. Do it. And if you'd like to join me in a seat to close out this practice, make your way slowly up to a comfortable seat and allow your eyes to close. As you're ready, reach your arms out wide. Lift them up, reaching up for all the goodness, getting nice and long, looking up, and then draw your hands into heart center. Allow your head to bow, chin to chest. And just pause here, finding something to be grateful for, or something that gives you joy this day. Thank you so much for showing up for Nightcap Yoga and practicing with me. It's so good to feel like I have some friends along with me for this long haul that we're all a part of. Until next week, my friends, Namaste. Have a wonderful evening and a really good sleep.